Alright, today we're looking at the HIfonics ZRX, not the BRX, 3000.1D. It's a pretty beefy amp. So let's check out what we got going on here. I've done pulled some of these resistors out. Sorry for the shaky hand work here. Well, I cut them loose. They're totally crisped. There's some of the MOSFETs. Some more MOSFETs over here. So basically what we got here is a blown power supply, and I'm gonna start, I'm gonna take these FETs out. No, also we got a, you see that there? Got a burnt trace. She was definitely pulling some current through that tray. If you can see that, I don't know if it'll focus. Maybe not. Right there. See if we can get this to focus. Yeah, you see those two transistors there got mighty hot. I haven't checked those yet, but I will be checking them. Now, focus. Focus. There we go. These boards here are notorious for blowing driver ICs. They scratch them off, but hey, I know what they are. It's hard to find, but I do know what they are. So the plan is to take these MOSFETs out. I'm going to replace these transistors. I'm going to fix the trace. And once I do that, we'll check it and see if it's getting any drive wave. If it's getting drive waves, I'll throw in some new MOSFETs and we should be good to go. I'm going to check all these components. And yeah, we'll see where it goes. I'll be back in a little while.
Voltage that's required in.
Alright, we're back here with the HIfonics 3000.1D. Got it powered up, as you can see. No protection light. You might think, wow, this is good to go. But it's not. Let me get my scope out here. Alright, I'm just going to show you some of the waveforms on these transistors here. Alright. Okay. Alright. This is the first waveform we get. You see it's got a little funny ringing on it down there at the bottom. Like a runt, not a runt pulse, but it's not quite pulling down flat. It's got a little bump on it there. Now if we come over here, I mean, we got a perfectly clean signal. So I can look back down here. You can see that that's get some light on this. Focus. Focus. There we go. Alright. You can see this is just the bank here. Now these banks are controlled. This bank is controlled by one driver, and this bank is controlled by one driver. And on this side they're crossed. This bank would be the same as, alright, let's see. This bank. These 1, 2, 3, 4 are controlled. These 1, 2, 3 here are controlled by one. And then these 3 are controlled by the other driver. You can see on the other side, it's different. It's the 3 front ones, and then the 3 back ones are controlled by. Anyways. Alright. So, if we probe these 3, we get our funny clipped, half-driven PWM signal. Now if we check the other 3, you piece of shit. I'm sorry, I'm not used to this camera. Focus. Focus. There we go. Let's check the drive waves here. I cut these resistors, so, but you can see we're getting quite a nice square wave here, and not such a nice square wave here. Nice square wave, nasty square wave. Nice square wave, nasty square wave. So I traced it back down to this board. This is the driver board. And let's see what we got here. I think it's this pin. A little bit of ringing on it. This is not bypassed. And there's our other one. So it's going to be, looks like it's going to be the 3rd and the 4th pin. So it's going to be here. And I'm bumping the I really need to get a better camera set up. Hold on. Volting back up here. Alright. So this is that's the 2nd pin and the 3rd pin. 2nd pin, 3rd pin. 2nd pin, 3rd pin. I could go through here and see if I could find out which one of these pins is buffering this signal. Oh, that's looking like DC. There we go. If I had to guess, I would say, yeah, that's our bad boy right there. So the signal comes out on these far two pins, on this pin and this pin. Now I'll show you what those look like on the scope. So let's take a look. There's our bad signal, and there's our good signal. Don't worry about the little bit of ring in there. I mean, it's not got any capacitance, or it's not bypassed. So yeah, this chip here. Now I could order this chip, pull it out, resolder it, but I think we might have a little bit better idea here. Well, it's hard to see, but yeah, this is another HIfonics amp, and that's the exact same board. It's 26110 PWM, and this one here is a 2610 PWM. So yeah. They are exactly the same. 801. Well, I know they're the same. But the question is yeah, they're even the same revision. So the question is that one any good? Well, we'll be doing a little bit of testing, so I'll get back to you when I figure it out. Alright, bye-bye. For any of you who are wondering, this is the chip that's on that driver board. Alright, little update. We got the new driver in here. Get a little light on this thing here.
I have to say it's quite debatable whether you should consider buying something for about $4 that could potentially impact the level.
So if you remember the clipped waveform that we had, get this fucking thing to focus. There we go. Alright. I snapped off these transistors. These transistors here. And let's observe. That's the waveform we got now. And as we can see on this pin, that's the waveform. And on this pin, that's the waveform. Now, if you'll notice, the waveform is a little bit lower on the other side. Right. See that? And that's because, of course, it's under no load because it has no transistors hooked to it. But just giving you an update that yes, we have replaced the board. And one day it'll focus. There we go. Replace that bad booger. So we got some nice solder coming through the joints there. I checked all these components. Everything's looking good. And I'm going to go ahead and suck the pins out on this thing and get us some new ones in there. The other ones are running quite hot, so I guess we'll be changing all of them. Alright, I'll get back to you.
So here's the chamber. This is the bit that's under this cover. And you've got an infrared emission that fires light and you've got a receiver that loops for that light reflection of the smoke. And it's all rigged. Everything is designed to stop light going to this or to stop reflections. So if light comes from outside, it can't shine brightly and it has to, the air can flow through the smoke and these channels in like that, but the light can't be in. And it's all jet black and that to stop reflections of what working with. I suppose that under extremely bright conditions it could get in. The emitter here is in a little.
Alright, we're back with the final edition here of the HIfonics 3000.1D. Just go over, you can see it's all back together. It's all been recompounded, heat sink compound. Just going through what we did here. We changed this driver board out. We changed these resistors out. We fixed this trace with this beautiful jump wire here. We changed those resistors and we changed those drive transistors out. And that's about it. Of course, we changed the FETs. We checked over everything real good. And I got it hooked up to my beastly 4-amp power supply here. I'm only pushing 12 volts because, you know, this little dongle I got this thing hooked to won't push more than 12 volts. And I got my blown test speaker here. And let's give her a whirl. Oh, might help to hook the RCAs up. 1 second. Let's see here. Input. And let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a little bit of gain. Should be enough. Let's see if we got anything here. Is it still on? No, it's not. Sorry for the trouble. Give it just a minute here. Oh. Maybe a little too much gain. Let's turn this back down. Alright. Alright, let's try this again. Yes, it's definitely going to blow my speaker, but you get the point. It works. And that's it. Alright, bye-bye. Sorry, I was turning the game the wrong way, so just to let you know. So yes, it definitely works. Looking to get excursion on this thing. Alright, later.